For the first time since 2020, we are back in the Czech Republic. Welcome to the Brno circuit as we get ready for qualifying for MotoGP. Let's head down to Rachel, who's with Sylvain Quintoli.
In terms of MotoGP, just now for FP2, big story, Pecco Bagnaia. It was a big story yesterday, him finishing 13th, Sylvain. Finished 18th in that session. Not much seems to have changed, 1.1 off the pace.
Yeah, another frustrating session, you know, for Pecco Bagnaia. Yesterday, it was in the wet, it was different scenario. They didn't use the medium rear, and that's really was the reason why he didn't get through. Now, today, this session is actually much worse because that's in the dry and he was struggling for pace, more than second off from his teammate, so that's a big difference.
Why hasn't he used that medium rear again today? Most of them were. Obviously, you saw in that session they were going fast when they were using it. He was still medium front, soft rear, Pecco.
Looks like he's still trying. They're still trying to find some kind of setup. It looks like he's still struggling with the feedback from the bike, and so that when you're doing that, you can't concentrate on trying the tires. And yes, loads of other riders try the medium rear and look like actually the medium rear worked better than the soft. So yeah, another frustrated. This will be frustrating because he's on the back foot. He's looking for that feeling that he's never coming, and then while he's doing that, he's not doing something else to try to improve the bike or try the tires.
But I know you said he's just trying to sort out, like, maybe the setup, but the fact that he still needs the tyre, couldn't he just done 1 or 2 laps?
Yeah, they could have, but obviously they prioritised this lack of feeling that he's got. So yeah, you know, it's going to be a tough Q1 for Pecco as well, because loads of our riders were quick in that session right now. Very little track time in the dry yesterday in the first session, so yeah, a tough one.
We can speculate. Nat is down there actually with Davide Tardozzi, the Ducati team boss. So let's see what Davide has to say about Pecco's problems so far, Nat.
Yeah, Davide, that felt like one of the most important sessions of the season so far. How much work was there to do now we've got this dry track time?
Yeah, we have only 30. We had only 30 minutes to try on the dry. Then we'll see. I think that on Mark's side is pretty good. While on the other side with Pecco, we tried different setup. The first one was better than the second, so we see what it's gonna be now for the Q1.
Well, clearly he was unhappy yesterday with the strategy, and he felt like that automatic Q2 place was there. What happened yesterday?
No, just that we thought that the soft could be the best tire for the last two laps, while the surface was drying very quick and the medium was a bit better.
Do you feel with these extra 15 minutes he can get through?
It was just a different choice. You know, so many riders chose the soft, while 5 riders chose the medium, and they did the right one.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Well, that's the big question. Can he get through? Because it looks really tricky. Actually, Digi said he thinks this is the most challenging Q1 of the entire season. Digi is in the Q1 as well as Fermin Aldeguer, who did finish after Pecco in FP2 there. Brad Binder, maybe not one to watch. Paul Espargaro, though, coming back on the KTM and is 5th.
On fire. I mean, Paul Espargaro, the best KTM rider so far. Yeah, really, really quick. So, I mean, we know he's quick, but yeah, he's certainly enjoying being back in Brno. It's going to be a super competitive Q1 because we've had very little track time. The track surface is completely new, and lots of riders have been trying to set up as well. So, like for Pecco, for example, he's been, Davide Tardozzi just told us, he's been using that latest session to compare different setups. He's not gone for the time attack. So we're going to see some big difference in lap time. And I think the soft tyre is going to make a quite a big difference as well. So very, very hard to predict.
Yeah, it really is. Fermin Aldeguer, he is one of these riders going in Q1 who'll be trying to look for those top 2 spots to go through to Q2, but very much all eyes will be on Pecco Bagnaia. Can he get through to the next session? Well, it's time to find out in Q1 with Gav and Neil.
Q1 is about to get underway then here for the Czech Republic Grand Prix, and away we go. You can leave the door open, as I said, as well. It's really open. Augusto Fernandez, Luca Marini, Raul Fernandez, Takiki Nakagami, Brad Binder, Alex Rins, Paul Espargaro, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Fermin Aldeguer, Pecco Bagnaia, Ayagur and Miguel Oliveira. They are the riders going through in this first session, and I think this is going to be absolutely anybody's. This is what we're going to see here as well. Because you've got riders that should automatically go through. You've got the likes of Binder. You've got Ayagura, who's been looking a bit stronger on the track house as well. Bagnaia should go through. Marini could go through. I suppose the real question, the answer is, Megan Birch, this is going to be completely unpredictable.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening in either of the Q sessions. I'm saying Q sessions because Q1, Q2.
Yeah.
But you've got such a range in both of them, and you kind of don't know whether the ones that usually dominate in Q1 will still dominate, or will it be the ones that are usually in Q1 that will dominate in this?
It's an unusual factor to try and consider, isn't it? Just to remind that only 2 go through at the end of this session. So whoever is the top, they will progress and make it 12 in the next running order as well. So here comes the 24-year-old Ayagura, who totaled a bike yesterday in practice. He's following Brad Binder down to the braking zone at turn 8. And still, I suppose, it's going to be slowly, isn't it, in this session as well? Just trying to catch up a bit more.
It will be. And we're about to start their fastest lap times now that they've warmed up the tyres. But let's see what their warm-up time is first. The warm-up time is a 2:05.714. So that's faster than they were for the wets yesterday. So that's some progress out there.
Down we go then, on board with Bagnaia into turn 1, long sweeping right-hander. Think the Hungaro ring, just flatter before it kinks into 2.
I think we have the rain they had yesterday.
Yeah, it's blown over, isn't it, as well?
At least it didn't blow over to America, so NASCAR's safe.
Oh, well, it could get rained out at Dover later on for the Xfinity.
Come on, I'm going to check the hurricane tracker.
Matt and Seth are on the call for that one. Matthew Owens and Seth Thieves. As we now see Bagnaia down into the braking zone.
Ooh, there's a disturbance in the Atlantic.
I'm not surprised. Through turn 5, 6 comes through immediately, and then swap back over for turn 7. The long sweep, the top left-hander. It's a flatter circuit than what we're expecting. It's very much an old-school track. Shades of Valencia in parts. Into the chicane at 8 and 9, then down towards turn 10 hairpin. And trying to boost up the power now. First sector's looking good, but we can't really tell exactly who's where when, because we've got no relevant data for dry running. We've got practice 2 that just happened, but that was them learning the circuit. This is the first time they've been able to push all weekend on a properly dry track.
How did they do?
Very well, 153s we were seeing from Mark Marquez, so we've already beaten that record, but new surface, new areas, it's going to be hard to get used to. Look, 153, 163.
So they are moving up. Also, that camera has definitely moved since during the, for example, F1, I usually sit here and I used to be able to at least have my head seen. Now I've only got it half seen.
I think it's the actual camera itself. Let me do some moving. I think, yeah, hang on a minute. It's the map look. I think it's the actual camera. Let me do some moving.
So I don't know what's wrong with it.
There we go. Is that better?
Can you see my head?
No.
But we'll sort it after.
I'm doing it now, don't worry.
I'll sit where I usually sit.
There we go. You can see your head now.
Yeah, there we are.
It must have just been a MotoGP thing that it's got glitched. Wait a minute. Let me just...
See, you can see my head. Floating head.
Yeah, you are right. My goodness me, what happened there? It was massively off the pace for MotoGP.
All the weekend, I have felt like I have just been half ahead, and when I lean down to here, you can't see me.
I must admit, good point, Megan, because I thought it was... Okay, well, there we go then.
That's why when you lean over and I'm doing something, for example, on my phone, it looks like there's no one here.
Yeah. Well, there we go then. We've solved the camera problem.
See? You're also now more in shot.
Yeah. Okay, that's really annoying. Who's been messing around with my pictures? Yeah, because I thought usually we have to see the trousers I'm wearing.
Yeah.
They said I have to stand so far back now. Oh, Bagnaia's run a bit different on wide.
See, that's much better.
Well, we apologize. Let's just have a look, shall we? Oh, yeah, way better. Way better.
Because for the past, like, week or two, you've only been able to see, like, this part of me.
Yeah.
When I sit down, like, even normally.
Well, to be fair, it now makes a lot more sense as to why things have been going wrong in the box.
Because it's been positioned wrong.
Yeah, someone must have fiddled around. Okay, anyway, Digi and Paul are the 1-2s at the moment. Followed them by Raul, Brad, Oliveira, Bagnaia, Agura, Marini, Rins, Nakagami, Aldeguer, and Fernandez.
It couldn't have been from Le Mans, could it?
Could have been, yeah.
When you put us all in that triangle.
Yeah, it could be from Le Mans. It still moved though, because I can see it as.
Either way, it's solved now.
Yeah. You get to see where we stand in the commentary box. We'll see.
And the fact that you're wearing red and I'm wearing green.
Yeah. Can I just point out the distance? This is what I mean about how far away from the table I am. And it always looks like I'm in the same thing. Because look. See? There's actually room for 3 people.
Exactly. Like,
See?
I still have room here.
Yeah. I wonder what was wrong. Oh, well.
I don't know. 8 minutes left to go of
Yeah.
the session, and currently Digi is in the lead. See, I can move forward to see this without me losing
Yes,
anything.
okay. Anyway, back to the action. I hope no one minds that the lights aren't on in the commentary box this weekend because it's
It's
just
either that or we boil.
It's so humid this weekend, so we've just gone for the lights out approach, but we're being reflected by the television. You can still see us, and we can still see the television.
Yeah.
So it's a best. I'm sure it'll be all right for the Belgian Grand Prix.
Can I just say, that is how much light we get from a television alone. How much must that... It can light us up. I mean, it's bound to, like,
Yeah.
make us feel really, really warm, let alone having that light on.
It's directly above us as well.
Yeah.
So Digi on a 153.131.
It's like being in an easy bake oven.
Yeah. I still can't call this as to who could do. When was the last time Bagnaia didn't make it to Q2? Oh, wasn't it earlier on this year?
Yeah. I'd say it was about, like, 3 races ago. Currently looking at 44. Who's 44? That is Pole. Pole is 44. His number, that is.
I'm trying to work out when.
He's currently in second. 7 minutes left to go of the session. It looks like they're finally starting to head back out onto the track. Well, Pole's certainly at least heading back out onto the track. He wants that first.
Well, good thing is I can actually tell you, but I just need to find it because the information I'm looking for, they moved.
I want to see if I can find it before you can.
Well, I have to go back, you see, to the last Grand Prix in Germany with championship results and rider performance. Open that tab up and I'll be able to tell you. So we're looking for Bagnaia, 3, 4. He was 11th in Qatar and 11th in Germany on the starting positions. So it was actually, he hasn't been out of Q2 all year. He's always made it through to Q2. So certainly not this year, if that helps. On the rider performance graphics we get up here in the commentary box, it tells where they finish compared to each season in length. In fact, I wonder if I can show that to you now on our screens up here in the commentary box. Does it give the ability to go full screen?
I don't know.
Aha, it does.
Is it just me or does this qualifying feel quite elongated?
Yeah, right, okay. If we take a look at this on your screen right now, this is the rider performance stats that we get given out by Dorna. And the top article tells you their starting position, and then you get the 1-1 below. That's where they have been in sprints. So as you can see, Marc Marquez won in sprint Thailand, Argentina, America, lost out in Spain and France as well. So that's the position orders they start. Well, fourth to first in terms of where they finished. So if you take a look at Bagnaia in P3, third qualifying in Thailand, fourth in Argentina, 6th in America, 11th in Qatar, and then 11th in Germany. So he's always been inside Q2 this year.
What is Quartararo doing? He's just standing at the gate with his shirt half off.
Are we really sort of going
the
into
shirt
different-
half off, I kind of understand because he never had it on anyway. But why is he standing at the gate near the engineering thing?
I have absolutely no idea.
Why is he doing that?
So there you go.
He's not even in this session.
He did Q1 in Argentina, but managed to get into Q2. But now he's looking quick this lap. Yeah, I thought it was about Argentina to come through on that board. It was somewhere along the lap time that we knew would be the problem. Digi,
Bagnaia.
go on.
He's pointing out Bagnaia.
Oh, yeah.
You say.
Digi 153, 151. That's your time, but Bagnaia's looking faster.
79 track limits.
Well, that's going to be Ayagura then, who's got a lap time deleted. Over the line, and Bagnaia fastest! Woohoo! By some margin. 152.715. Fastest lap we've had here so far at the new test venue. Well, this is going to be even better for him. Ridden's in second, 153.112. 4 tenths down. Digi third, pole fourth.
See what I mean?
Yeah, he's psyching himself up, isn't he? Ready.
Yeah, it's just like, I need to... Oh, that was almost a down moment there for Pole. That would not be a good idea for him.
That was coming into exit of turn 2 as we go through. Oh no, where is he? That's exit of turn 10 up into 11 and 12 now.
I feel like Quartararo's looking for weak spots for track.
Oh, and Paul's looking into 13 and 14. It's having a little bit of a twitch as well.
Pole's showing him.
Ah. Over the line at the exit of 14. Up to the line, Pole's fourth. Does go Pole. And the wild card is wild. 153.021. He's second to get through into Q2.
You can do it.
Is it me, or is Paul just Spargo now just going, yeah, I can do that. Anything you can do, I can do better. And
Yeah.
he's going to go faster and faster and faster with it.
He's just like, this is what I do on a normal day. I was just stressed all the other time.
Digi's gone second, 152.899. So Digi's improving as well. It's not over yet.
Come on, Pole, you can push him out.
There's Raul Fernandez, followed by his teammate Ayagur and the two Trackhouses. Trackhouse looking stronger this weekend.
Raul's usually quite strong.
Oh, and he's lost his lap time.
Yeah.
That's why he's backed up. I think he knew immediately, oh, I've done wrong here. He backed off coming out of 10, 11 and 12.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not his fault. I mean, this track is very poorly situated with the greens.
I agree. Raul's gone second. 152.775. 600ths off the pace of Bagnaia. Marini's improved, so is Binder. And Raul punching, going, well, is that good enough or not? He's second fast at the moment, but he wanted more.
He can go for another one.
Lap time cancel for Binder.
What did he do?
Well, he won here in 2020. He's our last winner at Brno. And now at the moment he's outside of points paying positions. Bagnaia's done.
He'll live.
Is Bagnaia through though? That's the question. Does he make it to the next runaround?
Yeah, I'd say he might. I mean, that is if Nakagami doesn't decide to...
Find a way through.
Yeah.
Bagnaia has pitted. Raul is looking quick. This is all from Sean as well.
Oh, come to think of it, Oliveira.
Yeah, Oliveira's been looking a bit stronger and stronger as well. Up to the hill then, coming in for Pol Espargaro. Sorry, where is Pol?
Digitonio. And Pole is...
First sector.
He's still going through the motions.
I think Pol's just started a flying lap now, so we'll watch out for him as Digi comes over the line and stays third.
I think he's crashed.
Oh, is he?
He's
no,
not moving.
He's still going. 37.8. He's backed out of it.
How slow is he going? He had the possibility of pace, and he's not used it.
Maybe he's not got the tyres underneath him or fuel.
He's going so slowly, I thought he crashed out.
Digi's improved on time, not position. He's done a 152.872. Alex Wynn's looking good from 5th place at the moment as he comes up in towards turns 13 and 14. He's towing. He's, well, that is coming through. That's Augusto Fernandez, his teammate. Yeah, Augusto Fernandez back this weekend alongside Raul Fernandez, who's here this weekend. But Augusto is on the Yamaha he's on the Yamaha wildcard bike.
I didn't realise Augusto was here.
Yeah. So Augusto Fernandez is in the factory Yamaha, but he's the test rider. So he's our the wild card that we couldn't remember.
Woo!
Yeah, from yesterday, if you remember correctly.
Oh, what's this? And Iagura does it again.
Yep, so Iagura is going to finish in 11th place as the flags come out. We've got Augusto in 12th.
Better than 12th.
I think that's it, you know. Bagnaia and, surprisingly, Raul Fernandez for Trackhouse. They're the two that's going to go through. Unless Digi's 3/10 down already.
Yeah.
He can't find anything back.
Honestly, I'm not that surprised about Raul.
No, I'm not really. It's a little bit of a surprise considering how bad of a weekend they had yesterday. But in dry conditions, they've been strong, and Raul we know is fast.
He's a good rider that needs a stronger bike.
His Trackhouse that bike.
I feel like the bike he has now, he's done all he can with it. He has shown his talent on it, and I think he needs to move up into the higher classes of bike.
Over the line, Digi stays in 3rd. Pole's not going to improve either, so that's it. Bagnaia and Raul Fernandez are your top two. 13th on the grid will be Digi Antonio. 14th, Polo Spargro. 15th, Alex Rins. 16th, Luca Marini. 17th, Miguel Oliveira. 18th, Firmin Aldeguer. 19th, Brad Binder. 20th, Taki Nakagami. 21st is Iagura, and 22nd will be Augusto Fernandez. Are we going to see the 151s this year? Oh, that could be a possibility, you know.
That would be fun.
I reckon. I don't think, unless Mark can pull something out of the bag and get a 151.9.
He might be able to.
Track's getting quicker. I would say we're going to see a 152.3 as the pole time, as we look
That
at
would be
Bruno.
nice.
Yeah, we're on a hill, but remarkably, the circuit itself is quite flat. There's elevation changes only in the second sector. Let's head down to... Go on.
I bet rolling down that would be terrible.
Let's head down to Rachel then, who's in the paddock with Sylvain.
They do indeed, and maybe a bit of a surprise as well for Pecco there, Sylvain. Especially between FP2 and Q1, we're saying, oh my goodness, it looks like it's maybe not going to be his day. Where did he find that kind of pace?
Well, that was a stunning second attempt. You know, that lap looked really, really nice and tidy. And like we said, he concentrated during that during the session before. You know, in the race setup, in the setup of his bike, the geometry. They were still trying things out, so he didn't go out for full-time lap attack. And then you can see there making the best of that rear grip and making it count when it really, really matters.
You were quite worried, though, especially when he came in from his first run. Obviously, he'd rolled off. Polo Spargro was possibly following him, and that's why he maybe got a little bit angry with that. But he looked a bit dejected in his body language in the garage, and then he pulls out something like this. I mean, that's just possibly a sign of a world champion.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, you got the people, it was him, the body language, but the people around as well. Everybody looked really down, as in like, well, but we haven't got this. You know, this is going to be a real trouble, real struggle. And then Pecco Bagnaia goes out, and he's a world champion, and he's proud, and he puts everything out on the line there for that lap. So. Stunning lap, new lap record as well. I think we're about 2 seconds faster than the very old lap record now. So things are improving with a new track surface. And Pecco, put it all out today.
And maybe what a surprise as well for Raul Fernandez there. I'm going to say actually pipping Pole, because I wanted Pole and Digi to go possibly through. I know you can't fit 3 into 2 there, but Pole would have been the great story. But Raul, did you expect that?
No, absolutely not. We expected Digi to be there. He had a really strong practice session just before, and Raul, very, very quick lap. We know he is a 1 lap time man. You know, he's very, very quick on the time attack. And when he can produce the lap time like this, it's great to see. He was frustrated, though, at the end there. And I'm not too sure why. Maybe he made a small mistake. He actually did a really strong last sector. So, yeah, well done.
Yeah, of course, hats off to Polo Spargro. I'm going to say it once again, covering for Maverick Vinales. Just great to have him back and maybe just riding with all the pressure off and doing a great job. Unfortunately, not going through to Q2. But let's talk about a couple who are, and in particular, Alex Marquez. I think he was a superhero from yesterday after what he managed to do. Literally, bike went on the floor, had to get the little the little bike, what do you call them, pit bikes, around the service road and then raced. You can see this here, how fast he runs. I mean, how impressed were you with this?
Yeah, and he had to as well, because there was only about 3 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes.
2 and a bit minutes left on the clock, so he had to come out and do the out lap and cross the line before the flag. So he only got the 1 lap. He had the medium rear as well behind the medium wet, which is a little bit harder to activate than the soft. And in just a 1 lap attempt, made it to Q2 straight away. So that was really, really strong from Alex, and good as well that in the crash, he crashed on the left side. It's his left hand that's injured at the moment, so it was good to see that he's not, re-injured and made it worse.
Yeah, we were a little bit worried about that, weren't we? His teammate, though, Firmin Aldeguer, not particularly having the best couple of rounds, hasn't gone through to Q2 for the second weekend on the bounce. He hasn't ever raced at this circuit, but what do you think he's maybe been missing the last couple of rounds?
I don't know, because it looked like from Austin onwards, it really looked amazing, and he was making a few mistakes, but he looked like there was a lot of potential there, and it was all coming. It looks like now he's a little bit more on the back foot. I'm sure he's just readjusting things, and sometimes, when you're a rookie like this, you learn and you sort of unlock potential, and you find yourself a little bit stuck, and then you unlock some more. So yeah, at the moment, they're all in that process. Still an amazing rookie campaign so far for Aldeguer, and I'm sure they're going to figure it out.
Yeah, of course, 2 riders haven't been to this circuit before, ever raced here, and that's Pedro Acosta, who's doing actually some great things. He will be going through to Q2. And Firmin, does that play a big part? Is that a massive disadvantage?
Well, it is and it isn't. You see the guys that tested, for example, here a few weeks ago, they had a small advantage, and we saw that in the practice just before, where all the Yamahas were so at the top, and then step by step the Ducatis are catching up, actually quite quickly catching up. So it is a bit an advantage with the track knowledge, but we've got a new surface, all the bumps that were there before. If you have track knowledge, you know where the bumps are, so you can anticipate, apply the power, or change a little bit your line in a different way. Now the surface is super smooth. So I think that and these kids, they learn quick. I mean, Pedro Acosta, like straight away, they just very, very quick to adapt
and,
to adapt and activate.
Yeah, he reckons he's still got it as well. We heard that Neil reckons he's still got it. I know Sylvain does. Right, so let's continue talking about Grassini with Nat, because she is with Michele Massini.
Well, Michele, let's get some reaction from that session first of all, because you were in deep conversation there with Firmin Aldeguer before speaking to Alex. What did Firmin just say?
He said that he needs some more kilometer around this track because, for a rookie to jump on a MotoGP bike, to change all the reference point for riding the bike, then a new circuit for him. We struggle a bit. We struggle also the condition of yesterday, and of course today we need a more lap to put together to make a step, because in a big circuit like that, every little mistake you pay at the end of the lap. But anyway, we will try to put the data all together to make a step in the sprint, and think about also to the warm-up of tomorrow.
Alex and the team, you have to say, did a remarkable job yesterday getting into Q2. Obviously different conditions today. What was his feeling from the practice this morning?
The feeling is good at the moment. I think that he had the pace to stay in the 4th, 5th position. So now we need just to make a good qualifying, start at least, if it's possible, in the first row.
What are you thinking? What do you think we're going to get in this qualifying session?
I hope for the best, like always. I think that we need to stay at least in the 2nd row to make a good start, and never forget that still the injury is there, and we need to leave also Brno with the good results.
Thank you, Michele.
Thank you.
2nd row, he's keeping his cards close to his chest there. Thanks, Nat, for that. Alex Marquez, obviously doesn't want to get re-injured, but we have got this summer break as well coming up. But this is our final qualifying session of the morning for MotoGP Q2. Johan Zarco, well, he looked pretty good, didn't he? Yesterday in mixed conditions, maybe not as strong when it comes to the drive, but eyes will definitely be on him for sure. Well, I'm sure all eyes will be on Marc Marquez, as always, been fastest so far this weekend. Can he do it again? As we see a couple of young fans that have come out as well. And of course, this man, Jorge Martin, what can he do? I'm excited to see how he goes. Right, Gav, Neil, enjoy it.
Q2 is underway here at the Czech Republic Grand Prix. And the green light goes on. Martin, Zarco, Quartararo, Bastianini, Ralph Fernandez, Mia, Acosta, Miller, Bagnaia, Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, and Marc Marquez. It feels stupid asking you this, Megan, but who's your pick for pole?
Well, unfortunately, my pick for pole can't be pole.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been perfect, though. I am going to go... I'm going to have a little bit of faith in him since I feel like no one ever does. Jack Miller.
I thought so. I'm really hoping for Jack Miller here. I hope that's really good. I think Mark will get pole. I think Miller will be second. I think Alex will be third. But I am really thinking that Jorge Martin could get the second row, somewhere between 4,
Could
5,
be.
and 6. That's looking strong for him.
I mean, that will be good for him compared to what he was able to do before.
Let's just check in. Where do we think Martin's going to qualify? This should be the prediction, actually. Yeah, everybody in the chat, I want to know, where is Martin going to qualify? Get your predictions in right now. Because I'm saying it's the second row, 4, 5, 6 positions.
6th.
Okay, if you have to narrow it down, I'll go 5th.
You have a little bit more faith in him than I do.
I think 5th is the best because we've got the Ducatis up there. I think Bagnaia will be 4th. In fact, do you want me to try and predict the whole grid? Have I got a piece of paper here?
Well, we already know half of it.
Hang on, have I got a piece of paper? Yes, I do. Hang on a minute.
You can use the back of your notes.
No, I've got it here. So let's go for Mark. So Marc Marquez. Who will be second? Miller. So Jack Miller and Alex Marquez. That's the front row. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 4 will be Bagnaia. So Pecco Bagnaia. 6 will be... 5 will be Jorge Martin. I've had to put Ma because they've got the JMs back, all 3. 6th on the grid, who'll be 6th? Oh, that's okay. I'll go Bezzecchi.
Personally, I put him a bit higher.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is a fun game, actually. So who would you put 7th? Acosta.
Yeah, he's usually around that area.
8th.
Bastianini.
9th. Quartararo. He's just not performing well at the moment. 10th.
Mia.
Yeah. 11th. Zarco.
Yeah.
No, I think Zarco might be ahead of me, actually. And 12th on the grid. Who loses for 12th?
Ralph.
Yeah. So my grid would be, and Megan's half and half, would be Marc Marquez.
I have different opinions, though.
Yeah, well, who's yours? Do we do yours?
No, it'll be fine.
Marc Marquez, Jack Miller, Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin, Marco Bezzecchi, Pedro Acosta, Nea Bastianini, Fabio Quartararo, Juan Mia, Johan Zarco, Ralph Fernandez. I think that's the top 12. And also, what is on with my notes?
It'd be the wet from the rain.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see on the back there.
I don't want to
Yeah, you can
mess up
actually,
the
look.
grid.
Can you see that? Can I hold it up to the camera? There you
I
go.
don't- Can
Yeah. Over the line we go then. First lap times. 152.522 for Marc Marquez. Alex Marquez is a 152.8. Miller third. Bezzecchi fourth. Acosta fifth. Martin sixth. I tell you what, it's not as bad as we thought. Are you now doing yours?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you would do. It's not a million miles away from what we were thinking, actually, which is a bit of a relief here as Quartararo comes in as well. Where's he going to go? I think Quartararo's going to spoil the party here. Fastest in the middle sector so far. It might just go middle of the front row over the line. Computer's predicting second. Computer goes second. 152.615. So Quartararo's way higher than I thought he would be. Bagnaia's boxed. Yeah, you're right. So Bagnaia's coming to the pit lane. Berry said Alex is going to be sixth. Jorge second row for Cryptic Gallows. Michael says he's going to be sixth. Julian says fifth or sixth. Berry says Martin fifth. Wonderful. Keep your comments coming in. At the moment, he is eighth. He's third row. little bit too far out than what we were originally predicting. Marco Bezzecchi looking a bit stronger now on the Aprilia. Is Martin going to out-qualify Bezzecchi?
Maybe?
Yeah, it's a, ooh, is he?
Hold on. I'm still
Megan's still writing hers.
in the process.
Do you know, we should have a whiteboard with the grid, and each qualifying session we cover, we should predict the grid. That should be a little bit of a fun one.
That would be fun, yeah.
I'd like a whiteboard, actually. Get a grid each side, and then predict the grid. This is why we need more touchscreen stuff. With, you know, touchscreens. Bezzecchi's gone third. Acosta's gone fourth. Oh, well, that's a big improvement. Mia's seventh. Bashini. Oh, and Zarko goes sixth.
Who have I missed from this?
Who have you got?
I know I have... Oh, Quartararo.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
do not have faith in Quartararo,
But
apparently.
he's P2, 93 thousandths off of Mark Marquez.
So this is already wrong.
Yeah. Unless we get an astounding second lap coming in.
Okay, this is already wrong, but this is mine.
Miller Marquez Bagnaia, first row. Alex Bagnaia Martin.
Wait, what? No. Marco Bezzecchi. That's
Oh.
the third one for the first row.
So Miller, Marc Marquez, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Jorge Martin, Johan Zarco, Pedro Costa, Nea Bashanini, Juan Mir, Fabio Quartararo, and Raul Fernandez. We both put Raul in 12th, and Raul is 11th.
we have no faith in Raul, apparently, to get higher than 12.
Closest one buys breakfast.
We don't go out for breakfast.
All right, closest one buys dinner.
You usually are the one to make dinner.
What are we having tonight?
I-
Okay.
I never ate dinner yesterday. I just
Okay.
had chicken still in the
Closest one to get as many in the right places makes the other dinner. So the loser has to make dinner.
No one's going to end up doing that, though.
Why?
Because we never do. Also, I always find a way out of it when I lose.
Nope.
You don't like when I cook.
You could cook something really nice. So,
I am a good
why
cook.
are we assuming you're going to lose? I might lose.
Because I probably will.
Whoever gets the closest right is right.
I put who I have faith in, not logically like you do.
I just go on the weekend that we've been seeing, to be fair. Also, do we have to point out rider performance here? You know, the 3 pages that we should really have printed out and stuck them in the commentary box.
We have no ink.
That is true.
We should buy an octopus.
I don't know if we've got black ink or not. I can't actually
That's the
remember.
one we don't have.
Yeah. Which is why we need to get it today, so that I have commentary notes for tomorrow.
I don't see why everyone in this family leaves things to the last minute.
It's because I forgot about it. We have an awful lot to do. I've just sorted out my stream PCs. Stop it crashing, look.
How?
I cleared the rest of 2024 onto the 2024 hard drive. So 450 gigabytes of unprocessed data is now gone to the hard drive.
Gigabytes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gig?
Gig, yeah. Megs, the entire 2024 recording is now on that hard drive.
Yeah.
And it fits 4 terabytes. So that's comforting for this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we now know that everything we do, 4 tera. Ideally, I'd like to go to 5, just have a bit of breathing.
No.
No. For next year, I'm going to go to 5, so I can put my JBMotorsports stuff on there. Bagnaia, who was in the pit lane earlier on in this session with a bad bike, has come back out, and he is now, believe it or not, fastest in the first 2 sectors.
Woohoo! Looks like we'll both get at least one right.
Well, this is going to be a bit of a surprise, isn't it?
It will be. How's Martin doing? Oh, not as good as I thought he would be.
Martin is 10th.
We both need Quartararo terribly.
I think Bagnaia might just take pole position here.
Imagine if we both got only one line.
He's had second place in Italy and the Netherlands. He's never had a pole position so far this year as Pecco Bagnaia.
He's about to cross the line.
No, he's into 11 and 12.
Yeah, he's about to cross the line.
13 and 14 left.
That's close enough.
The track map is here.
I know, it's close enough.
He's up. I said the pole time would be a 1:52.3. Look at what Bagnaia is about to do across this line. A 1:52.303.
I mean, he has expectations to a pole.
I think Bagnaia is trying to... Oh! Prove me wrong, but he wipes out, coming into the first sector, Alex Marquez.
Oh no, Quartararo's doing well.
First sector, 32.306.
Where's Miller?
206, I should say.
Miller, why are you being so slow?
I reckon we're on course for an interesting qualifying run here.
Oh, that looks like a complicated thing to do around that corner.
Yeah, look, everybody now holding together. We've got 3.5. We've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds left, let's not forget.
Is that Mark in front?
Yeah, I think so.
So, Mark...
Oh! That's into the barrier!
He just rode right on in.
Marco Bezzecchi for his third accident of the weekend. He's gone straight onto the gravel trap and has been stopped by the air fence.
I shouldn't have so much faith in Bezzecchi, but unfortunately I always
He's just
do.
rode into the air fence, though. It's down at turn 1. I hope we don't have a red flag, though. So he turns it, he can't stop. He can't stop, can't slow it down, and let the air fence just nerf him.
Brakes.
I don't think that would have punctured the air fence.
See, I'm losing.
Dinner's on you.
No.
Well, you could buy a pizza if you wanted to.
No, I don't want a pizza. I still haven't eaten the chicken from yesterday because I was far too late to cook.
Well, there you go.
tea
Make a ramen
yesterday.
then.
I don't know how to make ramen. I don't want to learn yet.
It's like me and Ovaltine.
Yeah.
Mum can do that one.
I love how both of our favourite things were just like, oh, I don't want to learn.
I can do it, it's just never as nice. Yellow flags are out then, so everyone's going to lose these lap times.
I have a vague idea of how to do the ramen. I just don't want to do it.
You just don't know what I do to the chicken.
I think it's the same thing I do to chicken.
No, I put so much seasoning on it.
So do I.
I miss chicken from Morrison's, the chicken thighs.
So do I.
Just
We used to have them all the time with children.
5 chicken thighs in a bag, 2 each and share the other.
Yeah. That was so nice. That was what we used to have just like if we were hungry.
Yeah. Oh, I want a snack, chicken.
That's how our
And-
minds work.
How much was it? Like £2?
Yeah, about
So
that.
cheaper than...
Do they still do that?
Yeah. I don't know actually. 5 chicken thighs, please.
I'd love if they still did that. No wonder we're both so obsessed with chicken.
I'm fed up with these little bits of chicken we have now. I'd love a proper chicken. It's like when KFC. I love proper stuff. The little tiny bits that we do, I just go, ugh.
It's like there needs to be more. Mum tried a bit of my chicken the other day. When I made it, she said, "Oh, that's nice, very juicy." Because I don't know why, but I'm very good at making sure chicken is juicy.
Alex on the inside line, and there he's racing Pecco Bagnaia. Well, after it, we'll get back to food and cooking later, because right now we've got Bagnaia racing with Alex Marquez and Mark, and we've got one of the KTMs
Yellow.
in this as well.
There's a
Yellow
yellow.
flag's out again.
Oh, it says it's a yellow,
I
but...
think that's turn 1, so they're all just coming through for the lap time deletions.
Okay, good.
So we
Better
now
go.
have a race for pole position as 4 riders, and Bashuni's in there too, running together. Is it
And-
Costa? I can't have the angle.
Going down the side route, that was, I believe,
Go!
Bezzecchi.
Mark leads Bagnaia, leads Alex, leads Bastianini into turn 1. Mark has got a clear track ahead of him, but is he good enough for pole? This would be really interesting now, actually, to see as Martin's extending the track limits. We've got Bagnaia and Mark on exactly the same part of the circuit. I really want to see who's got the fastest sector times here.
I want to see who crashes first.
Mark is 6/10 faster than Bagnaia in that first sector. 6/10.
Jeez.
And Bagnaya's right behind. You can visibly see that Bagnaya's holding up Alex. Checkered's out. Rouse goes 5th. Martin goes 12th. So we've got those in the wrong order. I put Martin 5th and Raul 12th. They've swapped positions.
I don't know where Martin went. Did we get 0 right? No, we've got Mia right.
Mia's in 10th. And 10th.
Yeah, we've got Mia.
And Air Bashing is 11th.
So far.
Where's Zarko? 8th. Yeah, I don't think we've got any right, actually.
I think the only one we've got so far is Mia.
And that's a duel, so we have to do it together. On that front.
That'll never work.
Look at Mark, though. I might get another one here if Mark takes pole position away from Bagnaya.
Oh no, we've lost Mia.
I might just have the one then. Let's have a look. If I get Mark gets pole position.
Where did I put?
Oh, he's down!
Oh yes!
Mark's hit the wall in tremendous speed. He's up and walking away.
Why is it put?
And Miller's crashed too.
They both did.
Miller's crashed at turn 10. Marquez has crashed at turn 13. Yeah, Miller's down.
Oh my.
And Zarko's down.
Is it oil?
Zarko's down the same place as Mark.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Red flag's out.
It's end of the session anyway.
Well, that's going to be Zarko getting a penalty for crashing under yellow flags.
Marquez too, probably, because I think Miller crashed first.
A different part of the track. Oh no, Zarko's already down.
Oh, so Marquez
is going to get a penalty for crashing under yellows. Zarko's already crashed. So that from that replay, we now see Zarko crashed first, and Mark crashed second, and Miller's down at turn 10.
Let's see Miller's positioning.
So Zarko's already crashed. Marquez comes in and crashes. And then we've got Miller down at turn 10. Right, let's have a look. This is Zarko's on board. Has he done the same thing and just dropped the front?
Is it oil?
Yeah, I think there is. That's identical.
As soon as he hit that part. So, okay, so everyone's lap times are kind of like certain now, so we can actually see who wins.
Well, it's first pole position of the year for Pecco Bagnaia. Marc Marquez is second, but facing a penalty for crashing under yellows. Fabio Quartararo is third, Marco Bezzecchi fourth, Juan Mir fifth, Raul Fernandez sixth, Pedro Costa seventh, Alex Marquez eighth, Johan Zarco ninth, Jack Miller 10th, and they're bashing the 11th, and Roy Martin 12th.
We still haven't seen Miller's.
No, we haven't.
What did he do? Turn 10 is kind of like, it's a hairpin almost. I want to see Miller's.
I've got Bezzecchi in 6th.
Yay!
Acosta 7th! Acosta 7th! I've got Acosta in 7!
But did you also get...
No. Quartararo in 9. No. Mia in...
No, he's in 7th.
Zarco.
Zarco's in 9th.
Raul, no. So I got Acosta in 7. What did you get?
Okay.
Marc Marquez 2nd.
Bezzecchi is...
Alex Marquez? No.
No.
Pecco Bagnaia? No. Martin 6? No. Zarco 7? No.
Oh, you read them out and I'll...
Miller 1? No. Mark? No, yeah. Acosta? No, she... Mia 10? No. 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 We both got one each.
I think that's best.
I would have had 2 if Mark had got that final corner.
I wouldn't have any if Mark hadn't got a final corner.
Yeah. So it's 1 each.
But the thing is,
I think.
Zarco was on good track.
Yeah, it's 1 each. Looks like we're cooking dinner together.
Okay, hold on. Let's. Why haven't we seen?
It's Bagnaia's first pole since the Solidarity Grand Prix at Barcelona last year.
Oh, why haven't we seen Miller?
No, we haven't, have we?
I'm guessing his was a high side. I'm guessing he's okay because no one would look this happy if he wasn't okay. But I'm guessing it was a high side, or there just wasn't cameras operational at that time. at that track.
Okay, Max, final thoughts.
More crashing, please.
Let's head down to Rachel.
Inside Silvan now. Remarkable, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, great turnaround. You know, as Mark just come past here, it looked like no injuries for Mark. So, but yeah, for Pecco, I mean, even from the practice session just before the qualifying, you know, it looked like it was still struggling to find the right setup. He didn't even try the medium rear, and yeah, that Q1 really helped him. I think, you know, getting some more time attack, some more time to get used to the extra grip, and a really stunning lap.
And again, Mike, we've seen this from him before. He really wants to do it on his own terms. He came back in, didn't he, after that first run and just waited till he had an absolutely clear track.
It's how he likes to ride. He doesn't like to chase anyone, doesn't like anyone in his wake because they drag him back slipstream-wise. It was a clever move. You thought, actually, that could be risky, but he was through Q1. He was confident with the feeling he had. Obviously, put the lap together in Q1 and then just went out, put it all on the line in Q2. And what a lap time and a pole position on a weekend when it looked like he was struggling. We did say all weekend, if you go through Q1, you get extra 15 minutes, you get the time attack under your belt. But I didn't expect a Pecco pole off the back of it. Maybe it wouldn't have been if Mark had finished that lap, but still, you have to get it across the line, and Pecco did just that. So quality pole, first one of the year for him, and timely as well ahead of the summer break. He needs every confidence boost he can get at the moment.
And that will be quite a boost, won't it? Especially the fact that Marc Marquez will sit behind him. We don't know how far or if he'll get a penalty at the moment. When he was obviously out on that last lap, it did look like he would go a little bit faster. He was 2/10 up, pushing, looking good. And then we had this crash, which we haven't seen from Mark in a little while now.
No, true that. Mark was on a really, really good lap. Yeah, like you said, Rach, a couple of tenths up, and only the last couple of corners to go. You see that he comes in. The riders get a bit of chatter at that point. Lots of rider gets it, and then it's immediately going. You can see that the Zarco bike is already in the gravel there. So now there's a question mark there. Was there a yellow flag? We've not been made aware that there was one, but if there was, if the yellow flag was out, Mark will get a penalty for that. Look at the crash there. So he's just going there, going into the apex, and that's it, losing the front. And you can see that Zarco is in the gravel there already.
But looked like it.
Look at that.
Zarco's just happened just before him. So
yeah, it just happened.
how quickly do those yellow flags go out, Mike?
No,
not fast enough. Yeah,
no, fast enough. Yeah, that was instant basically, and they were lucky. Actually, Zarco was lucky, and Mark that Mark actually lost the front a little bit earlier than him. So you know there was no, let's say, no percussion with the bikes or with the riders. But yeah, for Pecco, this is really good news because, as Michael said, he needs something. You know, he's been struggling since the start of the year. It's nearly the winter, the summer stop. He needs some positivity, and this will be something really that's going to pick him up.
This is a massive positive, obviously, his first pole position, Michael, but how can this translate from what we've seen throughout yesterday and today into the sprint later on? Does it translate?
Yeah, it definitely does. He could have done with Mark actually crashing in the yellow flag zone to get the penalty. But that would have been tomorrow. I think it wouldn't have happened for the sprint. So we're going into a little bit into the unknown this afternoon because there's been so few dry laps. We imagine they'll race the soft half-race distance today. I think Pecco can... I think Mark's still probably the stronger of the two, but Pecco could take the fight to him, and what he's learned from the practice ahead of qualifying, he's definitely turned things around. Maybe just a few adjustments on the settings, on the electronics, and it looks like he's got feeling. The way he was picking it up off the corners, accelerating down the back hill, I thought he looks nice on the bike again, which is good to see.
How much do you think Pecco actually learned in that qualifying session about how the Marquez brothers may race? Because he really got stuck in there. At one point, I was watching it going, this looks like a race, and it's not. It's qualifying if you are just tuning in.
Yeah, it was just a little fight for position, basically. I mean, they were not in a fast lap there, actually, because they'd gone through a yellow that was caused by Bezzecchi's crash at turn 1. So they were just trying to get position there behind Mark, and you got Alex trying to be behind Mark, you got Pecco trying to be behind Mark as well, so you can see Pecco there attacking. So he's not really attacking because they're not going at race pace, but they are dicing for the position, and it's actually Pecco that got the last word there.
Was he trying to hold up Alex? Come on, guys.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
No,
I think though,
nice.
what Pecco would have found in that first, so what happened after that, he was right behind Mark for that last time attack. and Pecco looked like he really struggled to stop the bike at turn 1, really struggled to stop the bike at turn 3. So I think Pecco, in the wake of a rider, is going to struggle to stop the bike. The problem is still there. So for Pecco, it's going to be really important to get the whole shot.
Well, there are some problems.
I do think he's going to struggle a bit if he is behind in the braking zones. So yeah, but that gives him the best opportunities. So yeah, for him it's the perfect scenario to do a good couple of races.
Absolutely perfect scenario. He's put himself in for the sprint and the GP tomorrow as well. Pole position, his first pole position of the season. I'm sure he's feeling pretty elated. He's chatting to Nat.
Pecco, congratulations, your first pole position of the season from Q1 as well. Looks like you've turned things around. How much did that extra 15 minutes in the end help?
I think the Q1 helped a bit. Yeah, I understood better the way to push with those tires, and I'm very happy. The team deserves these results, and me too. So I'm very happy, and I think that for this afternoon will be quite tricky for the condition. The front tire drops a lot, and also the rear. So it will be important to understand and choose the correct tires for the race and see what will happen. But right now I'm quite happy.
You've not had a lot of time in these dry conditions. How comfortable do you feel? How much work is there to do ahead of the sprint?
I will try to do another step in the same direction I did in qualifying. That was helping a lot. And let's see for the sprint, because I think nobody knows very well, apart Yama and someone else that did the test, how the tires drop. Because also this morning we need to do. I did laps with the soft, but I was dropping a lot. I saw Mar that changed the tires, and maybe will be a good choice to go with the medium. So let's see.
Thank you, Pecco. Well done.
Grazie.
Well, that's what he hasn't really gone with all weekend so far, that medium rear. Do you think that he'll go with the strategy of the others, Michael, later on?
Yeah, interesting. It seems the strategy was keep the soft in, see what the degradation was like, how much rubber was lost. He's talking about a big drop, though, so I think he's going to have to go medium, but the medium was pretty fast. So, yeah, interesting to see. It's that toss of the coin, because they don't have the information to make an accurate choice ahead of the sprint. They'll learn ahead of the race tomorrow, though.
I did love the fact that he said he was happy. We haven't seen a happy Pecco for quite some time.
No, that face look, I mean, we've not seen that face for months. So that's great news, and great news, you know, for us as well as a fan of the sport. We want to see him fighting with Mark.
Yeah, exactly. Well, someone else who does seem to have a great one-lap race pace, and that is Fabio Quartararo. He finished once again on the front row in third. He's speaking to Nat.
Fabio, congratulations. Another front row, which always looked possible so far this weekend. But talk us through your lap.
To be honest, it was not a really good lap, because I made also, I don't know if in my second run I improved, but I make 52.6 with 3 laps on the rear, quite a lot in the front. So I didn't feel super great on my lap, but still managed to be quite fast. But yeah, I think we had something more on one lap. On the pace, we know that we are still missing quite a lot, but I think we can be happy for the front row.
Is there a clear tyre choice at the moment? There seems to be a mixture of soft and medium. What is your thinking?
I have no idea. I mean, looks like the soft is fast. On FP2, the medium was better, then now was better. So I have no idea, and it will be the lottery, I think.
Well done, Fabio.
Thank you very much.
He said it wasn't particularly a perfect lap there. Do you think that comes down to as well the fact that Yamaha came here for the test? He had that data to go off, that he could still find a pace and not feel 100%, guys?
Yeah, he looked disappointed, and that's as a rider, you know, when you go for the full-time attack, you actually, you know, if you've extracted the best out of the bike, the best out of the tire, and you can feel that, you know, there was some gains to make somewhere else. So yeah, it feels like you're still doing competitive lap time after 3 laps on the soft, which is not normal. Normally you can extract, you know, better performance immediately. So yeah, it's I mean, if you're going to be disappointed with front row, I suppose that's good news. It was really interesting, the comments from Fabio for the tire. Looks like we're going to get a lot of degradation and maybe a lot of different choices as well for the sprint.
I mean, that's because it's so grippy, but it actually will help the Yamaha, the surface being grippy. Okay, well, we spoke about Marc Marquez. It was only 0.8 between Zarco crashing and Marc, so of course, no penalty there. Once again, he's on the front row in second. Let's get his thoughts from Nat.
And Marc, the pole not to be today, and we're expecting a penalty as well, but you tell us what happened.
Yeah, no penalty. I mean, because I was not in yellow flags when I crashed, because Zarco crashed and I was already on the brakes, and then I I lose the front, but I was not under yellow flags on that moment. So apart of that, happy because the feeling is good with the bike. It's true that we didn't finish the time attack. I was coming in a good lap, but part of that, let's see, because we'll be testing the tire choice.
How much did you learn from that practice session this morning, that 30 minutes ahead of the sprint later?
Yeah, I understood that the drop of the tires are quite big at the moment. So let's see what we can do, and if we can choose the correct option, especially with this short time, because we couldn't try in a good way.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Well, Mark always knows the answers. He said there, no, I wasn't under a yellow flag. Just putting Nat right. Obviously, Nat wouldn't have heard what we did. It was only 0.8, as I mentioned, between Johan Zarco crashing and Marc Marquez. So no penalty, just to reaffirm that. But again, when you do crash, especially in qualifying, it must shake you up anyway, especially because Mark has been so vocal about not making those small mistakes.
Yeah, somehow though, I don't think that's going to rattle him too much. You know, when you go full-time attack, you know, I think Mark, when he's talking about mistakes, is more mistake, you know, during the races, and when you taking that kind of risk, it just happens. You know, sometimes you just get a little bit greedy, and especially when you're under, you know, for the pole position. So yeah, he'll put that behind him. He'll be thinking already about tires. It looks like because of the new tarmac, we've got that high degradation, and it's normal, it's typical. When you got a new tarmac like this, it's very abrasive. The stones are still very sharp, and you're going to get a lot of drop of lap time. So the tire choice is going to be crucial.
Yeah, absolutely, for the sprint and then for the GP tomorrow. Would Zarco crashing, though, Michael, have any impact on Marquez crashing just behind him?
Not really, because, as he said, he was already in the brake, so he's committed to brake as late as he can. He's tipping in with the front brake on. It may well have took his focus a little moment. You see someone slip off, maybe you squeeze a little bit more pressure. It can happen. Your instincts are to slow down if you see someone crash in front, so it may well have had a factor on the crash. But he looked so controlled on the way in to the corner. Normally when Mark crashes, the bike's dancing, you know he's on the limit, but he looked like it was sliding, it was perfect, and he was pulling it down onto the line. But it just goes to show how he rides the Ducati now. So different to the Mark of old, who would have crashed with a big spectacular crash. It was just quite graceful.
A graceful crash, if you can ever call it such. Okay, well, we get to see the sprint, don't we, at 2 p.m. later today, so come back and join us for that. But next up, actually, we're getting excited already about the grid for next year, because El Turco...
So Pecco Bagnaia on pole position. We'll see you later on for the Tissot sprint. Bye-bye.